So this is an impromptu recording today because we have, as you will now know, announced that we are going to put on a festival next summer. It is called SOFest. It is for facilitators, trainers and coaches. And I thought I'd just talk a little bit about where this idea has come from, why I want to do it, and whether I'm sane to try and pull this off. So I feel like, you know, when you can't put your finger on where it actually came from, but I've had this feeling that I wanted to create a really beautiful space for facilitators and trainers and coaches to be able to come together to meet in real life, outside of the grid, outside of LinkedIn, outside of a Zoom room or an MS Teams, and to be able to have in-person connection and contact. And I know I definitely spoke about this in 2021 with a group because we were coming out of lockdown, and I remember us having conversations about, is it really feasible? And I didn't do anything about it because I realized this isn't something you can do on your own, Kirsty. You are going to need help, because if you want to do something as big as this, and I'm talking 100, 150 people, it'd be amazing if we could have more, but I think 100, and it might be scaled down. Who knows? Let's just keep reality checked here. I can't do this myself. I've never created a festival. So in the last week, people outside of the School of Facilitation community, aka my best friends, have looked at me and said, what are you doing? So my best mate is called Nikki. She's known me since we were 6 years old, and she is an ex-banker, trader. She's an ex-trader. Anyway, she was just like, this is a WhatsApp conversation. So she's like asking me all these questions, like, how do you know people want this? Have you spoken to your top 20 people in your business, in School of Facilitation? What do they really want? Have you done your research? And then the conversation obviously turns to, how much will this cost? And are people going to buy tickets? And are you going to lose lots of money because of the rising costs to pull off an event? And she does come with some experience of events. Her husband does amazing events. He did them for the Olympics. He does them for the sailing world. So she knows what it takes. And I'm like going, no, it'd be fine. I think so. And it just really blew my head up a bit. But it's good to have people challenging. And I also knew that we were going to be launching and sharing with people today, which is a Friday, that we were going to do SOFest. So I thought I should write down, like, why am I doing this and what I think the outcomes are for people who will come. I've actually written it down. And for those of you who know me, that's rare. So why am I doing a festival? I really want to create a space for us to connect, learn, and share as facilitators, trainers, and coaches. What will you get by coming to SOFest? I really see it as an opportunity to nurture your mind, body, and soul so that you can be really brilliant in all that you do in your business as a facilitator, trainer, or coach. It's time for you to fill up your cup and resource yourself, because let's be honest, we give a lot of ourselves to our businesses, to our clients, to our participants. I also want to create that space for you to take inspiration and ideas from the speakers, the workshops that we're going to have, and the people that you are meeting when you are there and in conversation. I also think it's really important that as a facilitator, a trainer, or a coach, we sharpen our saw, as Mr. Covey would say. We take time out to do some of our own learning so that we are in better shape. And I think it's really bloody hypocritical if we are asking others to come into a workshop with us or to do some learning or to be coached, and then we don't do it ourselves. And I've always thought that. I think it's really, and there are people out there, and I know some of them who haven't done a piece of like self-development. I think it's that self-development, that reconnection either with your subject or your business and how it operates, or like the how, or even some doing something for you. And I just think I think we need to be doing that for ourselves. Otherwise, yeah, I just feel like we're standing at the front of a room being a bit hypocritical. So I want to create this space for you to be able to come and take time out for you with cool people in a field. Say some of you are going to have to dig out your wellies. Now, some of you might be going, I don't do fields. Well, I don't do conference centers. I didn't want us to go to a big posh hotel and then we're stuck inside. That's not the ethos of School of Facilitation or Kirsty Lewis. So I want to create a space, and we have yet, as this recording is made, we haven't decided on the venue because I'm asking the community to give us input. We're looking at 3 at this point in time, but there is a real balance of indoor outdoor space. There's the opportunity, I'm hoping that some people will step up and do some walk and talks, nature. I'd love it. We're going to have speakers. I don't know what the topics are. I think we need a theme. Still working that out. Definitely there'll be a blend of people doing speaking stuff for like 20 minutes at a time. I don't think it's anything longer than that. We're not sage on the stage. I don't want to create boredom factor. There's also going to be multiple workshops going on. And I want you to imagine that there will be, say, 3-hour sections where there are 2 90-minute workshops, but there's a list. You can choose which workshops you go to. So it's all self-selected. There's also going to be time for you to be obviously talking to other people, to meeting those that you've only ever seen on the Zoom screen, maybe at a community pod, or that you talk to on social media. So we'll have long lunch breaks and breaks. There'll be evening meals. I also want to have like good food, like nourishing food, not beige food. So it needs to be colourful and bright. And I think the sleeping arrangements is going to be glamping. That is okay. We have gone up in the world of glamping, so all is good there. Yeah. So that's the plan. The dates, we do have those. 10th, 11th, 12th of June. It might be the 10th and the 11th. It might be the 11th and the 12th. It might be 10, 11, 12. Again, we are still seeking what is the ideal length for an event. So if you've got an opinion and you're listening to this and you can see that the ticket sales haven't started, do drop me a line and tell me what you think. So that is it. It's called SOFest. It's about you, the facilitator, the trainer, the coach. People from the community, from School of Facilitation, are going to be the speakers and hosting the workshops. If you want to stay connected, there will be a link to the SOFest email. So we're going to do a monthly email. And in that email, I'll be sharing what's happened the month before, what decisions have been made. I'm going to share some monthly metrics. I'm also going to lift the lid on the finances, because I am a little bit freaked out by how much it costs to put on an event. And I guess I want to share it with other people so that you know why the tickets are going to be priced the way they are. We haven't even got the ticket price sorted out yet because we haven't decided on the location and the length, and everything is a moving jigsaw. Let's also be clear, I'm not doing this on my own. I have found an awesome festival event manager organizer in the name of Tony Finnemore. Bloody awesome. There's no way. The things she thinks about. Like, we stood in a field with a farmer the other day and she went, so do you have generators on site? And he was like, no, social like, well, we have to hire a generator. What water access, what electricity do we have coming into the field? Nothing. I'm like, oh my God. I don't think about these things. So anyway, it's good. I think scaring the bejesus out of me. But I think that's a good thing. As I say, I really want to make this work. I'm not worried about the event itself, the running of the event. That doesn't worry me, because I know how to pull off an event. And I know that I know lots of awesome people like yourself who also know how to pull off an event. The biggest fear I have is the money. The biggest fear I have is selling tickets, and that people won't buy tickets. Now, for those of you who've listened to me talk before through social media or even my emails, one of my limiting beliefs is people won't come. And so this is a really big test of that belief, that people won't come. But there you go. I feel like I might cry, so I might stop right now, because I am excited, but I am fucking scared as well. It'll be okay. So if you want to get involved, go back to wherever you get this, listen to this, and there'll be a link to the SOFest email so you can follow along more. Otherwise, check out the socials on Insta or LinkedIn. Yeah, get in contact. Thank you. I really appreciate you listening to this mini, teeny tiny short episode of Kirsty's thoughts about how to run a festival. I'll do a few more of these as we go through the process in the next 10 months. We'll get there. Have a good one, team. Take care.